Right, so we're back on the river again today. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's the beginning of June. As you can see, there's not much water, but it's not too windy, and hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. There's a few flies kicking about. I don't know if there's much actually on the water or rising. I can't see any fish just looking here, but I'm gonna have to have a walk and see. I'm gonna try a little ginger olive fly first of all. Today is the Annbank Trout competition, second leg. I missed the first leg because I was working, but we're going to enjoy today. It's going to be a good day. We've got between now, it's about 10:30 till 6 o'clock tonight, so fingers crossed we might catch a couple of trout, and yeah, just have to see how it goes. Even if we don't catch any fish, it's a lovely day to be by the water, and it's going to be very pleasant all the same. So gonna have a wee wander and see if we can spot any rising fish. Gonna try dry flies first of all, and if we don't see any fish or don't have much luck with dries, we've got wet flies as well, so maybe try swinging a spider in the streams or something. So anyway, it's a nice day for it, and we'll just have to see. I just saw a trout jump out the water, so we'll have to have a cast for that first of all. Got a pretty long leader today. We've got a furled leader, and then I've got about 4 feet of 12-pound line, and about 3 feet of 5-pound line, and then 2 feet of a very thin line. So I don't know whether we'll get this fish. The water's very shallow there, and it's very bright conditions, but it's worth a try. Not far enough. Yeah, not convinced that's gonna take anything. So after a couple of comments left below on one of my other latest videos, I've actually got a rubber stopper for the end of my wading staff. Comment was made that perhaps I was scaring the fish away. I was walking and it was making a clinking sound on the rocks, and that could have been scaring fish away, because I seem to always be scaring the fish off. So I've got a rubber end for it. We'll see if that makes any difference. So it's quite hard conditions today with it being so bright, but we'll just have to try anyway. So there's not much moving, so I've decided to actually put on the duo method, and I've put a black spider underneath the dry, so we'll give that a go. there should be fish in this run. It's just a bit bright for them. Fishing quite a long line is probably about the only way you might get near them without scaring them. There we go, we got a fish. It's a tiny one though, I think. Well, nice to get a fish, but it's too small for the competition. I mean, nice wee fish, but as I said, it's too small. Oh well, fish is a fish. And it took the dry, so it could be worse. Oh well, that wasn't too bad. We got a fish. Just a wee bit too small for the competition. But we just need its big brother. And something just rose there. So our best chance is probably fishing as long a line as you can. Unfortunately, the bow waves will probably scare the fish every time I move, but at least it's not too windy. and it's not really the best presentation for a dry fly. It's kind of dragging round, but it does have the spider underneath, so that'll give you another chance. And something tiny just rose in the streams there, which I'm going to cast for next. Well, I think it was pretty tiny, but worth a go. And there is actually sulphur duns on the water today, which is more than I can say that I'd seen for the last couple of times. Maybe not far enough up. It's a bit better. Not quite right though. This is a bit of a long shot. Saw a fish rise not far from there about 5 or 10 minutes ago. Looked like quite a decent one. Whether it'll come back, I don't know. I think it might have been a one-off. I mean, it is very sunny, which tends to keep the fish down. So it's been very quiet. It's probably a bit sunny for it, to be honest, but just have to try our best. I'm going to try fishing this stream. Then move up the river a bit. I'm not sure this duo method is really very good. I think might actually change to 2 wet flies and fish some of the streams, maybe get a bit more of a chance. So I have to say, it's a lovely sunny day and it's nice to be by the river, but it's bloody hard conditions. I'm just going up to this pool here to have a look, see if we can get anything on the dry. There's no fish rising, and I'm going to put on a couple of wet flies and start fishing the streams back down. Probably about the best chance I've got. So that's kind of ruined the fishing. 4 canoeists. Oh, 8 canoeists, 4 canoes. Be a wee while before there's any trout biting after that, I would imagine. I'm not really that bothered by canoeists. I mean, obviously they've got as much right to enjoy the river as anybody else, but it is slightly disappointing because that's going to trash the fishing for a while, and it is a competition day, so I don't know whether that's, might as well just write it off. I mean, I don't know how long. I suppose you wait half an hour, you might get fish in the streams again. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Right, so that's 8 canoeists. 8 canoes have just gone past. Thought 4 was bad enough, but yeah, that's 8 so far. Don't know how many more there is coming, but might as well write the fishing off, I think. It's going to not do it much good at all. I mean, it's going to be hard enough as it was with no low water, but and maybe if we rest it for 10 or 15 minutes we might have a chance. But so after 8 canoes going through, I'm not going to hold my hopes too highly of catching any fish in this next pool, but worth a try, you never know. Oh, we've got a fish. It's quite a good fish by the feel of things. And maybe the canoe didn't make that much difference. Oh, it's a grayling. Oh well, nice grayling, but that's not much use in the trout competition. Oh, that's a good grayling actually. Look at the size of that. Wow. That's a massive grayling. That's over a pound, I would say. Jeez, oh man. Wow. So it's not what we're after, it's got a trout competition, but look at the size of, ooh! Oh well. Look at the size of that grayling there. I've dropped it and it didn't seem ready to go back, so I'm just holding on to it till it's getting, and there it goes. Yeah, it's okay, it's swimming away now, good. Well, that was a bit of a shock. Shame it wasn't a trout, eh? Could have won the competition with that. Still though, good old grayling. It must be nearly the biggest one I've ever had. It's a good size, that. Bit over a pound, I would say. And we've got another grayling. Not quite as big this time, but still not a bad size. It is not what we're after. We're trying to catch trout for the trout competition, but oh well. Two decent sized grayling. It's a bit smaller that one than the other one, but good enough. Still reasonable size. Pretty lively. Oh well, hook's come out in the net. There we go, nice grayling. Oh well, that's two nice fish. Not the type of fish we're actually after. Need a brown trout really, but not going to complain. At least it's fish. And they're both above average size. One was quite huge actually. I think the biggest grayling I've had is about 1.5 pounds out the river. And I mean, that was, one of them was not far off, well, over a pound anyway. I don't know exactly because I won't be weighing them, but and then the other one was a bit smaller, £0.5 pound. Good enough though. Nice to catch something though. I mean, even if it's not what we're after. Just want a nice fat trout now. Right. So I'm feeling optimistic about this run, even though the canoeist went through. When it's in the shade, it's got a good bit of water, movement in the water, so it should be highly oxygenated. Whether there's any fish in it, that's your guess, is as good as mine, but it's going to be anywhere. It might be in here. I mean, at least it's shady and there's a good flow of water, good oxygen. So I mean, if I was a trout, I would like to lie in here, I would say on a day like today. Again, no guarantees like, but good a place as any. Not very deep at the top of here, that's the only thing. Gets a bit deeper as you go down under the tree. So fingers crossed it might get better as we go along. It's worth fishing it all the way down. Right, so I've just seen a salmon rise or come up underneath that tree far down. I think it was a salmon, if not it's a very large trout. Must have been a salmon. To be honest, we're not fishing for salmon, it's the trout competition day today, so interesting to see the fish move anyway. One would hope we could get a nice trout before the time's up in a couple of hours, but no trout so far. I thought we might have had a wee pull or something. Thought there might be some fish hiding in the shade. Did see a salmon further down though, not that we really want that today. I think you'd struggle to land it on 4-pound line anyway. Still have a go though. So we just saw fish rise a bit further down below, but it's very shallow there. Almost going to be impossible to get it without a really long cast. I mean, we might still have a chance with this setup. Can probably swing the fly far enough down that it can't see me. And that's quite a long cast there, but it's dead shallow, so I've got a beaded fly on. It might actually catch the bottom and then it ruins it all and I have to walk down and get it. I really thought in under that tree somewhere there might have been a fish, but I fished it through a few times now and there's been nothing. So that's the end of today's session. As usual, I didn't do that great at being involved with the competition. I seem to do better when there's no pressure to catch fish. We had one wee trout this morning, which was too small to keep. We had a couple of good grayling this afternoon, and it's been a lovely day by the river, so it's not been a wasted trip. But I certainly won't be winning the competition today, that's for sure. I don't even have a fish to hand in. So I hope you've enjoyed today's programme. I've certainly had a nice day on the river. So till the next time, thank you.